Problem number 39. A man sits on a chair supported by a rope passing over a frictionless fixed pulley. The man who weighs 1000 Newton exerts a force of 450 Newton on the chair downward while pulling the rope on the other side. If the chair weighs 250 Newton, then the acceleration of the chair is. According to problem, man weight 1000 Newton, chair weight 250 Newton. A man sits in a chair. The chair is attached to one string and string is passed over the pulley. Other end of the string is pulled by the man. In the string, tension will develop. This tension try to pull the man in upward direction, try to pull the chair in upward direction. So this arrangement, this system is going upward direction with a certain acceleration. We have to calculate this acceleration. To calculate the acceleration, first we draw free body diagram. I am taking for chair. On chair, what are the forces acting? On chair, weight of the chair is acting downward direction. Weight 250 Newton. Next, man exerting 450 Newton force on the chair. That is also acting downward direction. Man exerting 450 Newton in downward direction. And the string try to pull upward direction. So tension in the string is acting on the chair in upward direction. So these are the forces acting. Resultant of these forces, chair is moving upward direction. So write equation. Then T is greater. So we can write T minus 450 plus 250, that is equal to 700. This is net force on the chair is equal to mass into acceleration. Here they given chair weight. How to get mass? To get the mass, weight is divided with g, then we get mass. So m is equal to w by g. We get mass. So mass of the chair is equal to 25 kg. So here we write 25 into A. Next, come to man. On man, what are the forces acting? On man, two forces are on man. Tension is acting in upward direction. Normal reaction exerted by the chair is acting upward direction. Man exerting 450 Newton on the chair. That's why chair is also exerting same 450 Newton in upward direction. And the weight of the man 1000 Newton is acting in a downward direction. Resultant of these forces, man is moving upward direction. So upper forces, tension T plus 450 minus 1000 is equal to man mass is equal to man mass. You take weight they given 1000 divided by g, then you get 100. This is the mass of the man, 100 into A. We got two equations. To calculate the acceleration, subtract. While subtracting, here minus plus will come, again here minus will come. So if you observe, plus t minus t get cancelled. Here minus 700 is there, here plus 450. So write minus 700 plus 1000 and minus 450 becomes plus 550 is equal to 75 minus 75. Here we will get. Here minus 700 plus 550 is there. If you simplify, minus 150 we will get. Minus 150 is equal to 75 into A. Both sides minus get cancelled. 150 is equal to 75 into A. Both sides cancel with 75 2s are 150. So A is equal to 2 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. A value substitute either in equation 1 or equation 2, then we get tension. So from this equation, from T minus 700 is equal to 25 into A. T minus 700 is equal to 25 into 2. From this tension T is equal to 700 plus 50, that is equal to 750 Newton. Problem number 40. A balloon of mass capital M is descending at a constant acceleration A. When a mass small m is released from the balloon, it starts rising with the same acceleration A. Assuming that its volume does not change, what is the value of small m? According to problem, a balloon of mass m is initially moving down with constant acceleration alpha. Next, from the balloon, we remove the mass small m, then it is going in a upward direction. In both cases, it is going upward direction means some force is acting in a upward direction. Here, while coming down, in that case also some force is acting upward direction. You take, then write the free body diagram and equations. In this case, balloon is moving downward direction. That means weight is greater than upward force. So weight is taken as mg and upward force is taken as F, that is equal to net force is equal to mass into acceleration alpha. From this balloon, we remove small m mass, then its mass is equal to capital M minus small m. It is going upward direction, means upward force is greater than its weight. So capital F minus m into g, net force is equal to mass into acceleration, minus m into alpha. Add these two equations, minus f plus f both get cancelled. Here minus plus mg is there, plus mg, multiply with minus g, minus mg, minus into minus, plus small mg is equal to m alpha plus m alpha minus small m into alpha we can get. Here plus mg minus mg get cancelled. Mg, this minus m alpha take this side, plus m alpha is equal to 2 into m into capital alpha. From this you take small m common, then we get g plus alpha is equal to 2m into alpha. From this small m is equal to 2m alpha by g plus alpha. This is the mass of the removed portion. In our material, same they written like this, small m is equal to 2 alpha by g plus alpha into capital M they written. So according to material, this is the answer. Problem number 41. A monkey of mass 40 kg climbs on a massless rope of breaking strength 600 Newton. The rope will break if the monkey take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. According to problem, 40 kg monkey is climbing on the rope. The breaking strength of the rope is equal to 600 Newton. Here, with what acceleration monkey can climb, the rope will not break. So here, take free body diagram of the monkey. On monkey, tension is acting in upward direction. Weight of the monkey is acting downward direction. That is 40 g. It is going up with a certain acceleration. Right, equation. From this, tension T minus 40 g is equal to 40 into A. We know breaking strength is equal to 600. You take maximum tension, 600 minus 40 into g. We know g equal to 10. That's why 400 is equal to 40A. 200 is equal to 40A. A is equal to 5 meter per second square. So monkey climb up with an acceleration 5 meter per second square or less than 5 meter per second square, the string will not break. If it is moves more than 5 meter per second square, the string will break. So if monkey climbs up with acceleration less than 5 meter per second square, the string will not break. That means if acceleration is greater than 5 meter per second square, then string will break. 42nd problem. Two persons are holding a rope of negligible weight tightly at its ends so that it is horizontal. A 15 kg weight is attached to rope at the midpoint, which now no more remains horizontal. The minimum tension required to completely straighten the rope is. According to problem, two persons are holding a weightless string. It is initially in a horizontal like this. So at the middle point, they hang a certain weight which is equal to 15 kg. So whenever you attach the 15 kg weight at midpoint of the rope, so this is the position of the rope. But what they are asking to straighten the rope, what tension, minimum tension required. So here, it whatever it may be the minimum tension, then the string will comes like this because of gravitational force. So to straighten this rope, the tension must be is equal to infinity, then only it comes to straighten. Otherwise, it won't be because weight is pulling downward direction. That one. So in this case, tension is equal to infinity. Problem number 43. A straight rope of length L is kept on a frictionless horizontal surface and a force capital F is applied to one end of the rope in the direction of its length and away from that end. The tension in the rope at a distance small l from that end is. According to problem, a rope of length L kept on a frictionless horizontal surface and it is pulled by a force F. In this problem, we have to calculate tension at a point L from the this end here. Small l, we have to calculate tension at that point. So to calculate tension at point, you draw free body diagram. So if you take this portion L, on that portion, F is acting in this direction and in opposite direction, tension is acting because this portion is trying to pull back and this remaining L minus L portion. On this L minus L portion, only tension is acting in this direction. These are the forces acting on the two parts. Right? Equations. So net force is equal to mass into acceleration. Then what is the mass of this portion? We know in L length, capital L length, mass is capital M. In small l length, what is mass? In small l length, mass is taken as m1. That m1 is equal to m into l by l will come. In same manner, in l length mass is m. In l minus l length, mass is equal to. In this mass is taken as m2. m2 is equal to m into l minus l by capital L will come. These are the masses. So from this here, F minus tension T is equal to mass into acceleration. Its mass is m L by capital L into A. And come to here, only T is acting. Tension T is equal to m into L minus L by capital L into A. Add these two equations, T get cancelled, F is equal to, we can get M into small l by capital L into A plus, right, separately these two, M L by capital L into A minus capital M into small l A by capital L. Here plus term and minus term get cancelled. Then F is equal to, we get M into A. From this acceleration A is equal to F by M. So this A value substitute in this equation from T is equal to M into L minus L by L into A. This value substitute here. Then we get M into, write it as a fraction, L by L minus L by capital L into A is equal to F by M. In this case, M get cancelled. 1 minus L by capital L into F we will get. This is the tension. Problem number 44. Consider three blocks of masses M1, M2 and M3 interconnected by strings which are pulled by a common force F on a frictionless horizontal table as in the figure. The tensions T1 and T2 are also indicated. Here the given four options: T2 is greater than T1 if M2 is greater than M1, T2 is equal to T1 if M2 equal to M1, T2 is greater than T1 always. Acceleration of the system A equal to F by M1 plus M2 plus M3. First, we have to calculate acceleration according to this one. Three blocks are considered as a system. Then net force is equal to mass into acceleration. Then we can get F is equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3. This is the total mass into acceleration taken as A. From this, acceleration of the system A is equal to F by M1 plus M2 plus M3. We got acceleration. Next, we want to calculate T1, T2 value. If you observe, this T2 pulls these two blocks M1 and M2. So T2 is equal to, this T2 is equal to M1 plus M2 into A we will get. In same manner, T1 pulls only M1. That's why T1 is equal to M1 into A. Clear? This applied force F pulls three blocks. This T2, tension T2 pulls only these two. T1 pulls only M1. So net force is equal to mass into acceleration. So T1 is equal to M1 into A. T2 is equal to M2 plus M1 into A. If you observe these two equations, if M2 is equal to M1, in this case T2 is 2 times of T1. Okay, Randy. Next, T2 greater than T1. If M2 greater than M1, if M2 is greater than M1 or M2 is less than M1, whatever it may be, in this case T2 is greater than T1 is always T2 is greater than T1 because M1 plus M2 is greater than M1 plus M2 is greater than M1. That's why T2 is greater than T1. And the acceleration of the system A equal to F by M1 plus M2 plus M3. So option C and D are correct. Problem number 45. A railway engine of mass 50 ton is pulling a wagon of mass 40 ton with a force of 4500 Newton. The resistance force acting is 1 Newton per ton. The tension in the coupling between engine and the wagon is. According to problem, mass of the engine 50 ton, mass of the wagon 40 ton. Here resistance force is acting 1 Newton per ton. In this problem, this engine pulls the wagon with a force of 4500 Newton. So force acting on the engine, first you draw. On engine, force 4500 Newton is acting towards right, and tension in the coupling is acting towards left. And in additional to this tension, here resistance force is acting 1 Newton per ton. So mass of the engine is equal to 50 newtons, 50 tons. That's why resistance force acting on the engine is equal to 50 Newton acting in this direction. Due to resultant force, this engine moving towards right with an acceleration A. Next, come to wagon. On wagon, tension is acting towards right, and resistance force is acting towards left. Resistance force means nothing but friction. It opposes the motion of the body in this case. So here, that is how much friction is acting? Mass of the wagon 40. So resistance force 1 Newton per ton. That's why 40 Newton is acting towards left. But due to resultant, it is going towards right with an acceleration A. Write equations. In this case, 450, 4500 minus T minus 50 is equal to 50 into A. Say this is equation number 1. Here, T minus 40 is equal to 40 tons into A and D. So say this is equation 2. Add these two equations. 4500 minus 90 is equal to 90A we will get. 4500 minus 90, that is equal to 4410 is equal to 90A. 0 0 cancel. A is equal to 441 by 9 we will get. Simplify, then we get 9 4s are 36, 81, 9 9s are 81. So acceleration we got 49 meter per second square. This A value substitute in equation 2. So from equation 2, T minus 40 is equal to 40 into A. T is equal to 40 plus 40 into A value we know 49. If you take 40 common, then we get 1 plus 49. 1 plus 49 is equal to 50. 40 into 50, that is equal to 2000 Newton. This is the tension acting in the coupling. Next, 46th problem. In the following figure, the pulley is massless and frictionless. There is no friction between body and the floor. The acceleration produced in the body when it is displaced through a certain distance with force P will be. Here, pulley is a massless and frictionless. This pulley is pulling with a force P. Here, one string is attached like this to the pulley. In this string, some tension will develop. The tension is taken as T. This tension T try to pull this block towards right, and same tension try to pull the block pulley towards left. In this string tension T, here also tension T, and P force is acting towards right. In this case, net force acting on the pulley equal to 0. Why? Because here pulley is massless. Some force is acting on the pulley. If you assume mass of the pulley into acceleration is the formula. But in this problem they given massless pulley. Mass of the pulley is equal to 0. That's why net force acting on the pulley is equal to 0. Okay, net force acting on the pulley 0 because of its mass equal to 0. Net force, these two T's are acting left and which P is acting towards right. So from this we can get T plus T is equal to P. From this we can get tension T is equal to P by 2 we will get. On this block M, only tension force is acting. Tension is pulling towards right. Its mass is M. So we can write net force is equal to mass into acceleration. Its tension T is equal to P by 2. From this we can write P by 2 is equal to m into a. Finally, we can get acceleration a is equal to p by 2m. So this is the acceleration of the block. Problem number 47. Two identical blocks, each of mass capital M, are tied to the ends of a string and the string is laid over a smooth fixed pulley. Initially, the masses are held at rest at the same level. What fraction of mass must be removed from one block and added to the other so that it has an acceleration of 1 by 5th of acceleration due to gravity? According to problem, two blocks of equal masses capital M are arranged like this. Now, both are at rest initially. So after that, certain mass, assume small m is removed from one block and it is added to the another block. Then the system is moving with an acceleration equal to g by 5. Then what fraction of mass is removed? Here we have to calculate fraction of mass. Fraction is equal to, here we have to calculate removed mass divided by total mass. This gives the fraction. So fraction of mass removed. I am assuming small m is removed from this block and this small m is added to this one. Then write the equations and free body diagram. In this case, tension is acting upward direction. Here also tension is acting upward direction. This block mass is more, it is moving downward direction. So write equation capital M plus small m into g minus tension T is acting upward direction is equal to capital M plus small m into acceleration, we take it as a. This block is going upward direction, so tension is greater. T minus, we removed certain mass from this block, m minus m into g is equal to m minus m into a, we can write. Add these two equations, t get cancelled. From this we can get m plus m into g minus m into g is equal to, add these two terms, m plus m into a plus m minus m into a. Take g common here, then we get g into capital M plus small m minus capital M minus into minus plus small m is equal to, you take a common here, then we get capital M plus small m plus capital M minus small m. Here capital M get cancelled, here small m get cancelled. From this we can write g into 2 small m is equal to a into 2 capital M. But the system is accelerating with g by 5. So substitute a value, 2m is equal to g by 5 into 2 capital M. Here 2 get cancelled, g get cancelled. From this, fraction of mass removed, small m by capital M is equal to 1 by 5 we get. So here small m is the removed mass. So fraction of mass removed from this equal to 1 by 5. Next, problem number 48. In the given arrangement, n blocks of equal masses are connected by a string of negligible masses. The tension in the string connected to nth mass is. In this arrangement, we have to calculate tension in this string. I am assuming tension in the string is taken as Tn. On nth block, only one force is acting, that is Tn. If you draw equation, Tn is equal to mass of each block is small m. So we can write small m into acceleration of the system. Here we can write mass into acceleration. In this arrangement, this entire is taken as a one system. So these all blocks are taken as a one block. Assume it as a one block. Then the mass of that one is Nm, mass of this block. This Nm mass is pulled by a string towards right in this direction tension. This string is connected to the pulley passed over a block of mass capital M. So here on capital M tension is acting upward direction and its weight acting downward direction. If we simplify this, then we get acceleration. Acceleration value substitute in this equation, then we get tension. Come to capital M. Its weight is acting downward direction. This block is moving downward. So we can write mg minus tension T is equal to ma. Come to this block. T is equal to n into small m into a. Add these two equations. Mg is equal to, we can get capital M plus n into small m into acceleration A. From this acceleration A is equal to mg by capital M plus n into m. Now, from this equation, Tn is equal to m into A. So that m into A is equal to mg by capital M plus n into small m. So this is the tension in the string connected to the nth block. 49th problem. A 14 Newton block is supported by two ropes. One rope is horizontal and the other makes an angle of 30 degrees with the ceiling. The tension in the rope attached to the ceiling is approximately. Next. According to problem, two strings are connected to a 14 Newton block. Its weight is acting vertically downward direction 14 Newton. One string is connected horizontally. In the string, tension is taken as T1. And another string is connected to the ceiling. The string making an angle 30 degrees with the ceiling. Tension in the string is taken as T2. Here this one is taken as T1. So this string making an angle 30 degrees with the horizontal because alternate angles are equal. You resolve this tension into two components. The component acting along the horizontal direction is T2 cos 30 degree and component acting vertical upward direction is T2 sin 30 degree. And T1 tension T1 is acting towards right and 40 Newton is acting downward direction. In this case, block is in equilibrium. Equilibrium means net force acting along x-axis equal to 0, net force acting along y-axis equal to 0. So from this we can write tension T1 is equal to T2 into cos 30. Cos 30 degrees value root 3 by 2. So T1 is equal to T2 into root 3 by 2. T2, in this we can write T2 sin 30 is equal to 40. From this, T2 into sin 30 degrees value 1 by 2 is equal to 40. T2 is equal to 80. T2 value substitute here, then we get T1 value 80 into root 3 by 2. T1 is equal to 40 root 3 and T2 is equal to 80 Newton. Here also unit is Newton.